everybody, Cinema Sickness here with another Game Boy Pickups video for you guys, and I got some pretty cool stuff to show you today. Some original Game Boy and some Game Boy Color pickups that I grabbed last week. Headed out to two different stores where I picked up some awesomeness, so let's dive right into it and take a look at what I got from actual stores, not off Listia. That's always fun. So, alright. So, first up here are 5 titles that I grabbed from Cash Converters in Pottstown, Pennsylvania, which apparently still to this day gets in original and Game Boy Color games, because every time I go in there, they always got something new, and I'm always surprised by that, to see that in there. Most of the pawn shops in this area, they'll get them every now and then. I pretty much gone to the stores, bought them out, and occasionally they'll get something new in. They still get a lot of places still get Game Boy Advance games in, but when it comes to the original Game Boy and the Game Boy Color, it's like every now and then, but Cash Converters seems to be getting them quite often. And that's awesome. And they keep them for cheap. Although they got really weird pricing. There are games where I'm like, that's a really good game. How much is it? $2. Oh, well, that's like a crap game that like probably nobody's ever heard of. How much is it? $5. I don't understand where they price this stuff. I'm not sure if they're just getting it offline or whatnot, but some of the stuff seems very oddly priced. But I picked up anything I didn't have that was marked at $2. These were all $1.99 a piece. So let's take a look at what I got. So, take a look at the Game Boy Color games first. The first one I picked up here was Toy Story Racer, which is a decent racing game. As I've said before, when it comes to racing games, it's all about how the cars handle. And they handle fairly well in this, not too crazy. It's almost like Mario Kart. I don't call it like Mario Kart, but it has a Mario Kart type feel. But you're not picking up, at least in the first race that I played, you're not picking up like items to throw and use towards your other enemies. It's just you racing against other Toy Story characters, but it kind of has like the same view, kind of like above and behind sort of view, and you're just racing around. The first level was Andy's room. It's okay. It's all right. Like I said, nothing crazy, nothing amazing, just okay, but not too bad. So pretty cool. Toy Story Racer for the Game Boy Color. Then we have Little Nicky, which is a mediocre platformer. I say mediocre because it was kind of boring a little bit. Unfortunately, Little Nicky has this horrible thing where he has to, keep warm. It's been so long since I've seen the movie. And I guess I do remember him wearing like a jacket like all the time in the movie to keep warm. But you constantly throughout the levels have to like keep stopping at these like random furnaces that are just lying around the level, or like a fire that's like lying around the level, and you have to get like heated up by them, and then when you get heated up, then you can like run faster and jump farther and do stuff like this, which you have to use to get over certain jumps and stuff like that. Kind of annoying, but also the fact that the first level is like a it's like a practice level where it kind of gets you used to your character and what you have to do and how you use and how you jump and stuff like that. And okay. And then they throw you into level 1, and all of a sudden there's like a ton of enemies, and I swear to God, it was like I couldn't avoid them. I died within like 2 seconds in the first level because there were just so many different enemies and things I had to jump over, and I had to stay on this fire to get warm, but then there's like 50 enemies like running around the ground at me, and I'm just like, oh, yeah, too much going on at one time. Like the practice level, there was like a couple enemies here and there. And I expected that in the first time. And as the levels progressed, yeah, they would get harder. But it's not that the first level I see was like crazy. I'm not trying to say it was crazy hard. It's just there was a lot of enemies. And to get warm in the fire, it's like you just can't. You can't stop there to get warm because there's so many enemies around. I don't know. I didn't really care for it all that much. But okay platform. I mean, like I said, it was okay. It just wasn't great. I don't even know why they made a game about Little Nicky, because the movie was just okay as well. There you go. A game that fits the movie. The movie was okay. The game's okay. Alright, and then we have, this was kind of boring, we have Island 2, Lego Island 2, oh god, these are always so tiny, the Brickster's Revenge, I think is what it says. I don't know, you guys probably can't read that either, but I was kind of bored by this one. I had to deliver a pizza to a jail, but there's no map, so I'm going around this whole like island, this whole town, and you keep going like off screen, then you're on like a new screen. I don't know where I'm going. I'm like, where's this jail? It could be anywhere. I have to deliver a pizza to a jail that could be anywhere in this whole city, and I apparently just need to find it. So I have no map saying, oh, go this way. It's over here. There's no arrows pointing me. I just have to randomly find it. And I was like, well, this is kind of boring. Also, I love the first part of the movie. I always say that, the first part of the game where There's a whole bunch of dialogue that, of course, you can't skip, because why would you be able to skip dialogue? And then you're the guy you're talking to, he's like, come with me, we're gonna go to like the pizza place, and you're just walking there. It's like a minute of walking, which doesn't sound all that long, but a minute of walking, just random walking, no sound or whatever, it's a little nuts. Also, no music in the game either, so no, this wasn't really my thing. This is kind of boring. I really wouldn't recommend this game. Alright, then we have golf. There you go. Some great classic Game Boy right here. There's Mario playing a little golf right there. Very, very cool. That is absolutely awesome. And it's okay. It's just golf. I kept missing my swings though. I'm not sure what that was about. It's like every other swing I took, I missed. I was probably just playing it wrong. I don't know. It's just golf. You like golf? There's your thing. It's golf. I don't really have much more to say about it. It's golf. But Mario Golf, which is cool. In fact, when I bought this, the guy was like, "Oh, do you have this one, Mario Golf?" It's like, I think it's just called golf. And a little bit of damage, unfortunately, to the artwork, but whatever, it's okay. And then this was great. In fact, remember I said I paid $2 for all these? Well, this was marked at $2, but I actually ended up paying $1 for this, and that is Small Soldiers. Very cool, great movie. So very cool to have it for the Game Boy. Very awesome game. But the problem is that it was marked as, on the sticker on it, the price sticker, it was marked as, unreadable. So, or said not reading or something like that. So I guess somebody tested this out and they couldn't get it to read. So I said to the manager who was working there, I said, well, would you give it to me for $1? I'm like, it doesn't read, but you know what, for $1, I'll take it home. I'll try to clean it up. I'll take the risk for $1, whatever. And she's like, yeah, sure. So she rang it up, $1 for this. I got home, like 2 seconds of cleaning it. I mean, a little Q-tip and some alcohol, boom. I popped it in. It played just fine. This game plays perfectly fine. I even looked at it. I'm like, it doesn't even look dirt. Like, it didn't even look dirty. That was the crazy thing. Like, sometimes you look at games, you're like, oh my God, like, what war has this been through? Like, was this thrown into a pile of mud? Like, where has this been? I looked at this one. I'm like, it looks clean. I don't know why it wouldn't be playing. And I actually tried it first without cleaning it, and it did. They were right. It didn't read. Even the Nintendo logo wouldn't come up or anything like that. But just a little bit of rubbing alcohol, and the thing was completely clean and working fine. So $1 for this, pretty cool. The game, again, maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know, but I'm thrown into the game, and it looks like to be a platformer. There's like a level and two end barriers. There's like 2 bookends because you're a toy. There's 2 bookends you can't pass on either side, and there's a bad guy coming after you. And he's down the first level, and he's firing at me, but I don't seem to have any projectiles. I can't fire at him, and I can't jump up. There's like a shelf, eventually I can get up to somehow, I guess. I can't jump up there. I couldn't figure out what to do. I don't know. So I didn't play it for too long. I'll look into it some more. Maybe I was doing something wrong. I don't know. Maybe I didn't clean the game enough. Maybe it was a glitch. I'm not sure, but, I was like, what the hell am I doing? I'm walking around with like a bow and arrow. I thought I was going to have some kind of projectile to shoot back, but there was nothing. So I don't really know. Kind of confused as to what this game's all about. But I'll play it tomorrow. We'll find out. It's just cool to have Small Soldiers up for the Game Boy. That's awesome. All right, so that was everything that I grabbed from Cash Converse. So not a bad deal right there. What, $2, $4, $6, $8, $9 for everything right there. Very cool. Not a bad deal at all. All right, and then for a total of $12 right here. Picked up 4 more original Game Boy games, all in a case. That's awesome. Love when the games come in a case like that. Original Game Boy case. Very cool. And grab these from Cash Converse. Or no, I'm sorry. Liberty Thrift the Home Furnishings. These were Cash Converse. This is from Liberty Thrift the Home Furnishings. The one actually, the next town over for me. The one where I find some good deals at. But usually when it comes to Game Boy games, I usually always find them at the Collegeville store, which is a few towns over. Great store, by the way. Love it. Actually, I usually find them in their kids' Little Liberty, their kids' store, which is across the street. Great store as well. That's usually where I find Game Boy games. But they actually had some Game Boy games in this store. They actually had 5. I only needed 4, so I picked up 4. They're $3 a piece. Not a bad deal. And 17% off. So whatever the math is there. So first thing I picked up, this is really cool. We have Mortal Kombat 3. Oh, that's awesome. Now, of course, as we all know, Mortal Kombat games don't exactly play very well for the Game Boy. They're slow. They're not the best, but they're still fun. I actually like them. They are what they are. They're a bit slow. They're a bit ridiculous. You got to get used to them. If you're used to playing Mortal Kombat, you got to get used to it all over again. It's a whole nother game that they're playing on the Game Boy because it's so slow. But I still like them. It's fun, and I get to play as Cyrax, and he was always my favorite character. So that's awesome. Very cool. And look how clean this game is. Like, whoever had these took really good care of them, keeping them in the case and keeping them really clean. Then I grabbed, and this is a game that I already own, but grabbed it because it's in pristine condition. That is Toy Story. Now, like I said, I do already have this. In fact, I was given it for free from Pottstown Cash Traders. This was the last of the black and white Game Boy games they had. And the guy was like, "Oh, don't you want this?" I was like, I do, but the artwork is it was really, really bad artwork. It was all still there, but it looked like it just, I don't know, it'd been really faded. It was really weird. So I said, I am interested, but the artwork on it is just like garbage. And he was like, "Yeah, whatever, here, take it." So cool. But I picked up a better copy because the artwork for this is pristine. I mean, it's just, again, whoever had these kept insanely good. Kept insanely good care of them, so that's awesome. All right, then we have NBA Jam TE. It's basketball. I'm not really into basketball games. In fact, I played this and I was kind of like, I don't even know how to control the characters really. Basketball games aren't necessarily my thing, but hey, NBA Jam, cool. I don't have much more to say about it than that. And then we have finally here. We have Ken Griffey Jr. Major League Baseball. Pretty awesome. This I did know how to play. I get baseball games, pitching and catching the ball, and I only played it for a couple seconds, but within my first few seconds of the game, I made my first out, so that was interesting. Usually it takes me a little while to get used to controls, and I'm just like, wait, what am I doing? And who's running where, and I got to figure out how I'm playing the game. But this was pretty easy. It's pretty standard as far as controls were concerned. And it was fun. I mean, for a baseball game, it's nothing major. I was playing as the Phillies against the Pirates, so that was cool. Not that I'm some big. I say that with a Philly shirt on. I'm not a big baseball fan. Baseball's really not my thing. As I said before, when it comes to sports, I mean, hockey is. I find hockey interesting. I don't follow hockey. I don't watch hockey, but it's a sport I can at least get into. Baseball, I don't have anything wrong with baseball. I can watch baseball. I could go to a baseball game. But I'm not really all that into it. But still, I was like, I'll play as my home team. I'll play as the Philadelphia Phillies, and we'll go up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. So anyway, it was fun. Interesting. I liked it. Good game. So, all right, guys, there you go. That is it. So picked up some decent stuff here. Cool to come across some games while out and about. That's always fun. And I do still have a whole bunch of stuff that has come recently from Listia to show you guys. So we'll take a look at that probably next. The next Game Boy Pickups video. We have a whole bunch of Listia stuff to get through. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. So, all right, guys, there you go. That is it. So, like I always say, thank you guys so much for checking this video out. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Also, if you want to see a new video from me every single day, make sure you... Wait, no. Hit that like button. It's one of those days. Hit that like button. And if you want to see a new video from me every single day, hit that subscribe button. And if you're not already over at CinemaSickness.com, head over there, check it out for everything Cinema Sickness. It's late. I'm going to go to bed, guys. So, and that's a lie. I'm probably going to go play some Game Boy games and then go to bed. So, all right, guys, that's it. I'll see you on my next Game Boy Pickups video. I'll see you on my next Daily Sickness video. See you then, guys. Bye.